friends, before starting today's video, I'd like to introduce you all to Happy Learning, which is an educational channel with videos related to operations research and mathematics. They have great content and the channel and social media links are in the description below. Please feel free to subscribe.
Good evening, students. So I'll just share my screen and we can start. So, just give me a minute. Sometimes my chat box is not coming. Okay, good afternoon, Adi. Good afternoon. Okay, so we'll start the class, students. In the last class, I told you fundamental theorem, isn't it? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic we did. And then what we did? I gave you one application, isn't it? We did one application of fundamental theorem of arithmetic, which was like, for example, we did one question from your book that check whether 6 power n question like this we did, no? 6 power n. You had to prove can end with a 0 for any natural number n or not, isn't it? We did a question like this. So now, okay. So today we'll do second application. So another application of fundamental theorem is in finding HCF and LCM. Okay, so we can use this theorem to find HCF, finding HCF and LCM. See, fundamental theorem said that you can represent every composite number as the product of prime numbers. And then if you arrange them in ascending order, it is unique also. So now how can we use that to find HCF and LCM? Let's see. See what you do. Suppose, let me take one example and explain, then we will write. Okay. So let's take an example how we can do it. Suppose we have to find LCM and HCF of 6 and 20. Okay, find HCF and LCM using, so we are finding HCF and LCM using fundamental theorem. Just 1 minute. So HCF and LCM, but we have to use fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Good evening, Abdullah. Good evening, Abdullah Mirza. Good evening. All students, good evening. Okay, so what we can do, first let us find the prime factorization. So see, for 6, you can have 2 3 times and 3 1 times. So I can write 6 as 2 into 3. We write an increasing order. Let's do for 20. So 2 10 times, 2 5 times, and 5 1 times. Correct? So that means you can write your 20 as 2 square into 5. Right? We can write this as 2 square into 5. So now, what we have to do for HCF, for finding the HCF, what we have to take? Take the product of the smallest power, smallest power. You will understand when we do more questions. Smallest power of each common prime factor. This is the key word here. Prime factor of the numbers or in the number. So see each common prime factor. So just see above. What is the common prime factor? This one has 2 and 3. This one has 2 square and 5. So what is common? This one has 2. This one has 2. Okay. So common prime factor is 2. Then we have to take what? Smallest power. So this one has 2 power 1. This one has 2 square. So what will be HCF? Smallest power. So 2 power 1 means 2 is the HCF of 6 and 20. HCF of 6 and 20 is 2. Okay, see how it becomes very easy when we use prime factorization. Okay, fundamental theorem of arithmetic when we use, it becomes very easy to find HCF and LCM. Okay, for LCM, what we'll do? See, for LCM, let me define how to find LCM. To find LCM, what we have to take? Again, we have to product of greatest power. Greatest power of, now just a minute. Greatest power of what? Of each prime factor. Now this is the key word here. Each prime factor involved in the numbers. So each prime factor. So those of you who have just joined, we are doing second application of fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, how it can be used to find HCF and LCM. We find the prime factors and then we have this definition. To find LCM, we have to take product of the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the number. So let's see here, what all for 6 and 20, what all prime factors we have? We have 2, we have 3, we have 5. Isn't that? So all the prime factors we have to consider for LCM. 2, 3 and 5. Then greatest power we are saying. For LCM we have to have greatest power. So what is the greatest power here? 2 has 2 square, 3 has power 1, 5 has power 1. Correct? So LCM is going to be 2 square into 3 into 5. So how much is that? 4 into 15. 60. Okay. Now, tell me, Slate, what is the doubt? I'm seeing right now, I'm seeing the chat box. Can you write your doubt? See, now it is, if you have doubt in finding HCF, LCM, no problem. We are going to do more questions. Just see those also. Then if you have doubt, you can ask. Okay. Yes, I will tell you. We have to take product. If there is more than one common factor, we will find it. We will have to take product of those. Okay, don't worry. I will do more questions. We are coming to another question. Wait. Okay, we will find HCF. Okay, so students, don't you get confused. We are going to do more questions. Okay. Let me take another question. Now, suppose let's try to find, before I move further, I will find some more question. Okay, let's take one question. Let's find HCF. Okay. Of Let me take one question from your exercise so that it has more factors. Just wait. I'm looking for a proper example for all of you. Okay. Let me take this one. Okay. Let's try to find HCF of 336 and 54. Okay. So first thing that we have to do, what we have to do? We have to prime factorize. So let's prime factorize 336. So what will have 2, 1, 16, 8. Okay. Then again we do it 2 8 times, 2 4 times. Again 2 4 times, 2 times. Again we can do. So we have 21. Now what? 7 3 times and 3 1 times. So 336, let me write in prime factorization form. What you can write? 2 power 4 into 3 into 7. Okay, because I'm writing in ascending order. Okay, let's do for 54 also. Okay, for 54, let's do. Let me do here only. Okay, let's do for 54. So 54, we'll see how we can write. So let's start with 2 only. So 2 2 times, 2 7 times, then 3 9 times, 3 3 times, and 3 1 times. So how much? 2 into 3 cube. Correct. Now let's find HCF. For HCF, what we have to take? We have to see the common factor. What all is common? 2 is common. See, 2 is common and 3 is common. Both are common. But you have to take what? Lowest power. Isn't it? Each common, smallest power of each common prime factor. So common prime factor is 2 and 3. Right? What is the lower power? 2 power 1 and 3 power 1. From here, 2 power 1. From here, 3 power 1 is coming. Clear? So smallest power, if we take, it will give us HCF. So HCF is 6. Okay. Now let's try to find LCM also. Let's talk of LCM. LCM, it says what? That you have to take product of the greatest power of each prime factor. So from the first one, we have what all prime factors we have? 2, 3, and 7. And this one has 2 and 3. So basically we have 2, 3, and 7. Okay, we have 2, 3, and 7. So we are going to multiply, right? Now what is the power? We have to take greatest power. So 2 has power 4, right? 3 has power 3, and 7 has power 1. Clear? Then you solve it. How much you will get? 2 power 4, 2 to 16 into 27 into 7. Okay. So what is that? If you solve it, if you multiply, see, I use a calculator. Okay. You don't use it. This will be 3024. Clear? Now anybody has a doubt? If you have, tell me. Okay, Slade. Now doubt is clear. So for HCF, you see the common factors. There were two common factors, 2 and 3. Then see the lowest power. For LCM, you consider all of them and take the highest power. Okay. Okay, now based on these two questions, we come to a result. Okay, the result says that for any two positive integers, okay, if you take any two positive integers a and b, okay, and then HCF of AB, if you multiply HCF of AB with LCM of AB, that is same as A into B. Okay, so let's take the previous example and check. So for, remember, for 6 and 20, HCF of 6 and 20 we found out to be how much? It was 2. Okay, then LCM we calculated, it was 60. We already did this. So now let's try and check. So we are saying if you multiply these two, so if we multiply HCF into LCM, it's 2 into 1, 2 into 60, that's 120. And what about, okay, hello. So for two numbers, this result will work. For three numbers, it won't work. Now you can hear me? So I was nothing. I was telling you that HCF into LCM is the product is equal to the product of the numbers. So this works only for two positive numbers. It won't work for more than two. Okay, we will see that also. Okay, so let me proceed. See how this property we will be using. Okay, see, I'm taking one question. Question is find HCF of 96 and 404. Okay, by prime factorization. And hence find the LCM means you don't have to find the LCM using prime factorization. You have to use the property that we did. Hence find their LCM. Correct? So firstly, we need to prime factorize. So let's prime factorize 96. Sorry, it's 96. See how we are going to use this property. So 96, let's prime factorize. We'll have 2 4 times, 2 8 times, 2 24 times, 2 12 times, 2 6 times, 2 3 times, and 3. So 96 is basically 2 power 5 into 3. Okay. Similarly, you do for 404. Let me do here. 404 will be 2, 2, 0, 2. Then again 2, 1, 0, 1. So then 1, 0, 1, we can't solve further. Okay. So this 404 I can write as 2 square into 101. Let's find HCF. So what is the common factor? Only 2. Okay, both of them have 2. So 2. What will be the power? The lower power. So this, so 2 square, that is 4. So HCF is 4. Now what we have to do? We have to find LCM also, but we won't use this factorization. So what we can do? We can use this property that HCF of 96 and 404, if you multiply with LCM of 96 and 404, it will be equal to 96 into 404. So HCF is already known. 4 into LCM should give me 96 into 404. So now easy, just solve it. So LCM will be equal to what? LCM of 96 and 404 is equal to 96 into 404 by 4. So this is going to be 101. Now you just multiply. 101 into 96 you do. So 9696. Correct. So all of you understood this? This is another application, right? Now we will show that it will not hold for when you take 3 numbers. If you take 3 numbers, this will not work. Correct, Nabiha? Right. All of you understood the concept. That is what I want. Right. Okay, see. Now let's try to find whether it will hold for 3 numbers. Okay. So the question is we have to find HCF and LCM using prime factorization method of 6, 72 and 120. Correct? Let's find. So what happens? For 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Let's do for 72. Do in your rough work you can do. So 2 3 times, 2 6 times, 2 1 2 8 times, 2 9 times, 3 3 times, and 3 1 times. So how much? 2 cube into 3 square. Okay, and then 120 let's take. So let me do here itself. So 2 6 times, 30 times, 15 times, then 3 5 times, and 5 1 times. So how much is that? 2 cube into 3 into 5. Now to find HCF, what we have to take into account? We are finding HCF of 6, 72 and 120. So what is the common factor? Let me underline. 2 is common to all of them and 3 is also common to all of them. So I will have product of 2 and 3. What will be the power? The lowest power is 1 here. So 1. What will be the power of 3? 1. Okay. So that's how you find. This is 6. HCF is 6. Let's also find LCM. So LCM of all these numbers. So what are the factors? We have first one has 2 and 3. 72 has 2 and 3. 120 has 2, 3 and 5. So we'll write all of them. 2, 3 and 5. Right? Now highest power of 2 is 3. 2 cube. Highest power of 3 is 3 square. And highest power of 5 is 1. Calculate this one. How much? 8 into 9 into 5. Calculate. This will be 360. Okay. So let's try. What will be LCM? Let's try product of numbers. Product of 6, 72 and 120. And product of HCF and LCM. This is LCM. Do. So this is product of 6 into 72 into 120 you do. Get some answer. Okay. And this will be 6 into 360. Get the answer. So if you will solve it, just try to solve and give me the answer. This is 2100. Okay, and this is going to be this is my rough work. Okay, so let's take 432 into 12. 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 8, 8 and 2, 10, 11. This is 51840. Okay, so they are not equal. From this we can see HCF into LCM of more than two numbers is not equal to the product. Okay, it is not equal to A into B into C. So only for two numbers it holds the property. Any doubt? Anybody? Okay. So I'll open the exercise, then we'll do the exercise. So students, we are going to do exercise 1.2. See first question, express each number as a product of its prime factors. Easy, please do. See first exercise 1.2 we are doing. So let's do our exercise 1.2. First question, first part. All of you try to do. What we have to do? Simply nothing. We have to find the prime factors. Okay. So 140 easily you can find. So 140 270 times. Then 235 times. Then 5 7 times. And 7 1 times. So 140 can be written as 2 square into 5 into 7. Similarly do others. Correct. Nabiha, good. Okay. Take the fifth one. Take your fifth one. 7429. I want to see how many can do. How will you prime factor 7429? See, hint is there is 9 here. So either you try 3, okay, or we can try 7, or we can try 13, or we can try 17. Try 7429. How will you factorize? So it has 9, no? Try divide and see. Can I divide 7429 by 3 completely? I don't think so. 17 into 19 into Nishant, good. So then try 7. Okay, in exam, if you get a number like this, you will have, just see, there is a 9. So we can go for 3, or because in the table of 7, we have 7 into 7 times 49. So maybe that one, or 13, because 13 into 3 or 23 or something can give us 9. So that is why we try 13. And then 17 into 7 can give us a 9 as the last digit. Okay, and similarly, then we can proceed 23, 33, 43, like that. So what will happen if we take 17 here, we will get 437. Okay, then since there is a 7 here, so we will try 9 or 19. So 19 will give us 23, and then 23 is again a prime number. See, such a vague number it was. So although you may think prime factorization is very easy, but if you get a very different number, it can become difficult. So 7429 you can write as 17 into 19 into 23. Clear? Okay. So all the second, third, fourth part are simple ones. So you all can do for homework that one. Okay, second, third and fourth part for your question number 1, very simple ones. So those you can complete as a homework. Let's come to the second question. Find HCF and LCM of the following pair, and then you have to verify also. Okay. So we will use prime factorization method only, fundamental theorem. Okay. So use first one, 26 and 91 do. So for 26, 26 I can write as 2 into 13, right? What about 91? So it has 1. So what all you can try? Try 7, because 7 3 times 21. So 7 if we try, right? So 7 1 times 7, and 7 then 3 times 21. Then we'll have 13. Correct? Yes, Shreya. So we have 7 into 13. Right? So now HCF will be, see the common factor. What is the common factor? 13 is the common factor, right? So 13, lowest power is 1, so 1. LCM 26 and 91. LCM will be, take all. So 2 will be there. From first one we have 2 and 13. Next one we have 7 and 13. So only 7. Now take highest powers. Highest powers are 1 only. Okay. Slate, why 7 is coming 2 times? No, 2 into 13 into 7. That is 182. Okay, for LCM we have 2 into 13 into 7. It's coming wrong. How come? You verified it. Did try doing it again. Maybe some calculation mistake, because for two numbers the property is correct. So it's going to verify. So let's find LCM into HCF. Okay. So LCM of 26 and 91 multiplied by HCF of 26 and 91 will be equal to what? 13 into 182, right? And then let's find product of the numbers. (26 into 91). Try finding it. What are we getting? 26 into 91 is 2366. And this one also 2366. So both are equal, hence verified, we'll write. Okay. So LCM into HCF. When in questions like this, we have writing part is also important, right? So LCM of 26 and 91. If you take the product with HCF of 26 and 91, it's equal to 26 multiplied by 91. Okay. See, next part you do. Question number 2, second part. All of you try to do it. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Do. Question number 2, second part. So almost same question. We have to find HCF and LCM of 510 and 92. What I want is all of you find, give me prime factorization. Give me the prime factorization of 510 first. Please do. Hope all of you are doing. Okay, it's 2 into 3 into 5 into 17. Thank you, Nishan. So next one, anybody else? Correct, Nabiha, correct. 2 into 3 into 5 into 17. Next one is what? Nishant, wait for others. Okay, let's see. I want from others. Nabiha, correct. 2 square into 23. Okay, now all of you, Shreya, correct. Okay. Now what we will find? LCM and HCF. Okay. So HCF of 510 and 92. So what are the common factors? Only 2 is the common factor. So 2. Lowest power 1. So 2 is the HCF. LCM, we will have to consider all of them. So see, we have 2, 3, 5, 17 and 23. Correct? Then we have to take highest power. So the highest power of 2 here is 2 square. So we'll have to take 2 square. Okay? Yeah, 2 square into 3 into 5 into 17 into 23. When we are taking LCM, we have to take all the factors and then take their highest power. Okay, so if you will calculate, this is going to be 23460. Now you have to verify. Verification do. Simply for verification, LCM, do LCM into HCF is 2 into 23460 and find 510 into 92. They will come equal. So if you do, this one will be 46920 and this also is 46920. Okay. So both are equal. So HCF into LCM is equal to 510 into 92, the product of the numbers. So the result is true. Okay. See the next one. You have to find HCF, LCM of the following integers by applying the prime factorization. So first one is very simple, no? Do. Let's do. Okay. Let's take question number 3, first part. So we have 12, we have 15, we have 21. Simple question. So we'll find first 12 can be written as what? 2 into 6. So 2 into 2 into 3. 15 you can write as what? Okay, this will be 3 into 5. What about 21? 3 into 7. Okay, so let me write it 2 square into 3. Now finding HCF means what? For HCF we should find the common factor. What is the common factor? 3. Okay, so HCF of 12, 15 and 21 is going to be 3 power the lowest power. So 3 power 1. And what about hello? Hello, now you can understand? I don't know what is happening. Okay, so this is clear. For this question, we didn't have to verify. So very simple thing it was. So you can complete second and third part. Okay, let's do second part. Wait, let's do question number 3, second part. All of you try. I want all of you to try. Question number 3, let's do second part. See, all are prime numbers. So 17, I can just write 17 as 1 into 17, correct? Now 23, again a prime number. So I can just write it as 1 into 23. What about 29 is also prime, no? So 29 is 1 into 29. So what will be HCF, students? So HCF is going to be 1. See? Yes. So this question, like, see here, if you don't think like this, if you don't think that 17 I can write as 1 into 17, then it will be difficult to find the HCF using prime factorization. That's why I thought I will do this question. What about LCM? So we'll have 1 into 17 into 23 into 29. Okay. So this we'll have to find, which will come out to be 11,339. Clear? So this is like a little trick question. All prime numbers, you may think there's no HCF. No, it has a HCF, and that HCF is 1. Okay, let's see question number 4. It's given that your HCF is, so simple question. So what we have given, that HCF is given to you, that HCF of 306 and 657 is given as 9, and you have to find LCM, right? So we can use the property. We know that for two numbers, HCF of 306 and 657 multiplied by LCM of the same numbers will give me, will be equal to 306 into 657. Correct. So this is, the HCF is given as 9. So I can find the LCM. So LCM will be equal to 306 into 657, and LCM you can calculate by solving this, 657 by 9. Okay. So just solve. If you will solve this, you will get 3 times 9, 3, 1, 0 and 2. Okay, and then 3 times 9, 3, 4 times 12. So then you'll get 34 into 657, which will be 22,338 is the answer. So without actually prime factorizing, we could find, because if one of them is given, we can do that. Okay. See, fifth question we did yesterday. We did our fifth question, right? That check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 for any natural number. So how we did, you remember something? Question number 5. What we said, 6 power n can be written as 2 into 3 whole power n, which is written as 2 power n into 3 power n. So now if the number has to end with a 0, it must have 5 as the prime factor. Okay. So 6 power n cannot have 5 as a prime factor. We can see from here. It only has 2 and some power, and 3 and some power. Clear? So this actually we did yesterday. I just wanted to revise it. If anybody has any doubt, you write. You can write, then I will see your chat. Okay, let's do question number 6. Try to understand what they're saying. Explain why, we have to explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. Okay, and another number are composite numbers. Let's check this one first. We have to show they are composite numbers. And you remember what are composite numbers? So I made Nishant. I think I explained it to you, Vedant or Nishant. Composite number means it has factors other than the number and 1. Okay, for example, 7 is not the composite. Suppose I take 14. Then it has factors 1 into 14 I can write. Also I can write 2 into 7. Okay, so other than this combination, we have more combination, then it is a composite number. Otherwise it is prime. So we have to show this one is composite. So what I can do, see, I can, without calculating, can I take 13 common? So what is left inside? 7 into 11 plus 1. So 13 into 77 plus 1. So this is 13 into 78. So surely the given number can be written as 13 into 78, and 78 has more prime factors. So surely it is composite by definition of a composite number. Correct? Any doubt is there? So no doubt. I'm assuming there is no doubt. Okay, good. So, okay. Now see, next number let's take in the same way. See, we have 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Correct? Then again 5 is common. So take out 5. So 5 multiplied by 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 plus 1. Calculate. How much? Give me the answer. What number will come in the bracket? This is 7, 6 times 42 into, just a minute, we have 2, correct, we have 2. So how much? 4 into 3, 12 into 2, 24 plus 1. No one is doing it. Solve it. 42 into 24 do 4 2 times 8, 4 4 times 16, 2 2 times 4 2 4 8, 8 10 10. So 1009. Okay. So again, your given number is the product of two numbers, and which have more prime. This one 1009 surely will have more prime factors. So it is a composite number because by the definition of composite number. Okay. So today my students are sleeping, I think. You're feeling sleepy, all of you? Because I'm not getting any response today. Okay, just read the next question. My chat box. Okay, see next question. There's a circular path around a sports field. Okay, now let's draw roughly a circle. Okay, so now there's a circular path around a sports field. Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Okay, suppose they both start at the same point. Now let them start at point A. Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in the same direction. Suppose they are going in this direction. Let's suppose like that. After how many minutes will they meet again? So that means the first one will come here in how many minutes? 18 minutes. While Ravi, the second one, Ravi, he will come here in 12 minutes and he will move ahead. Maybe he reaches here. Okay, so now when will they meet? So what we have to find? We have to find LCM. Okay, we have to find the LCM of these two numbers. So least common multiple, the number which will be a multiple of 18 and 12. So you find LCM of 18 and 12. That after those many minutes, they will meet. Find it. Just find prime factorization use. So we know it is 2 into 6, 2 into 3 into 3. So 2 into 3 square. And 12 you can write as 6 into 2. So 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 square into 3. Now LCM will have 2 and 3 and highest power. So 2 square and 3 square. So how much? 4 into 9. So 36. That means after 36 minutes, both of them are going to meet. So Ravi and the Sonia will meet after 36 minutes. Any doubt? They meet after 36 minutes. Okay. So this finishes our exercise 1.2. If anybody has any doubts, can ask. Then I will proceed to irrational numbers, and then, in 10th class, we will prove that root 2 is irrational, root 3. In ninth, what we said? Ninth, we said we gave them as examples that root 2, root 3, root 5, and root of all prime numbers are irrational numbers. But here, now we will learn how to prove it. So one method would be you find the square root. Okay, but that is not a practical method. You can't keep finding roots of each and every number and say. So we are going to find a method of proving it in our 10th standard, which we will do in the next class because today already time is up. Okay, students. So next class is very important because one question is sure to come of proving that a given number is a irrational number. So don't miss your next class. And all those who are joining late, please join on time because otherwise you won't understand. Okay, students. So we'll stop today here. Okay, thank you all of you. Thank you.